Righteous Felon Craft Jerky is the official jerky of Belly Up Sports. For over a decade, Righteous Felon Craft Jerky has led the American meat snack revolution by concocting delicious, adventurous, U.S.-sourced jerky recipes for uncompromising carnivores across the country. With 15 different flavors to choose from, Righteous Felon has all jerky lovers covered, and by using promo code BELLYUP, you will get 15% off your purchase at righteousfelon.com. Do your taste buds a favor today and rip into a bag of Righteous Felon jerky.
Barcelona and Villarreal are set to play a game in Miami on December 20th. That match is supposed to be a home game for Villarreal. Yeah, that's basically the details, the bullet points.
Well,
and everybody else is mad because it's a La Liga match being played not in Spain.
Not in Spain, not in Barcelona, Villarreal.
Yeah, and I think most people understand that those road games, at least those home matches, are important for teams like Villarreal to get some sort of advantage, especially when you're going against Barcelona. Though I think Barcelona has been very good at Villarreal. You can correct me if I'm wrong there, but I think they're actually.
I mean, the thing is, like, what was it? You got to think about it too this way, and I can see why people from La Liga would be mad about that. First of all, they're playing in Miami. Who lives in Miami? Messi. Fans of Messi, they have the Inter Miami jerseys. They also have Barcelona jerseys. There's a lot of Barcelona fans around here in the U.S. I'm pretty sure they are willing to travel to Miami just to go watch the Barcelona play. Villarreal, I personally don't know any hardcore fans of the fan base, but I can be assured that there are more Barcelona fans close by to Miami than there are Villarreal fans. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it's like you said, it's like Villarreal needs the presence, requests the presence of their fans to be there. And it's like that home game, the home field advantage. It's like the fans change the game, when they start, chanting, when they start cheering, when they start booing, when everything, like whistling, everything. It's the setting, the ambiance of the stadium. You already know when the counterattack comes against Barcelona, damn well everybody's like, they're all excited. Here comes a counter. Here comes a goal. Here comes a goal. It helps. It gives that boost to the players. Now, playing overseas, not ideal for a La Liga game. Not ideal.
Jesus Christ! What a goal!
Who scored
a goal by Sobasai.
Oh,
free kick outside the. Yeah, that's. Yeah, David Raya's not going to stop. That's what. But, anyways, go back.
But yeah, no, I mean, it's. I'm just saying, it's just. I guess.
No, I understand. Like it in all the sense of the world. Like I know that but it's just funny to say La Liga is trying to be global when they're in fact global. But.
Yeah.
They understand like how the U.S. market is just going to be a good guarantee for them. For La Liga, I mean, you've seen how these stadiums are packed when Barcelona, Real Madrid, Manchester United, when any of the big clubs in the world come down to the U.S. for these preseason matches, how packed it gets. I mean, even the Club World Cup, when it was a big team, aside from the Chelsea game in Atlanta, because that was at 3 p.m. But usually the crowd is very packed. Like, I mean, I remember AC Milan versus Real Madrid I believe it was in the Rose Bowl, packed. Barcelona, Real Madrid in AT&T Stadium, right, in Dallas, Texas, or Arlington, Texas, technically, packed, right, because it's El Clasico. I mean, shoot, me and Edward, we were trying to get tickets, and the finances was hard. We had to move things from our savings to our checking, and it just wasn't going to make sense. But we get it. Like, and I mean, UEFA. Let's be honest. Like, and I'll get to UEFA at some point, but UEFA's even thinking about having the Champions League final be played here in the U.S. as well. At some point, I don't know when, but at some point they're thinking about having it played here in the U.S., which to many may seem as blasphemous. I think it's kind of weird not to have it in Europe, but it's going to be packed and it's probably going to be stupid expensive as well. But yes, I get the allure of having Barcelona here, especially Miami. You made a valid point about Messi being there, and at the end, Barcelona fans are everywhere. So you could have done it in California, you could have done it in New York, you could have done it in Texas, you could have done it in Arizona. Any of these states, you're gonna get a good crowd because it's Barcelona. Now for Villarreal's aspect, which I think this is where, in my opinion, is the BS, Edward. For them, that home game, if as far as I know once again that Barcelona usually has a really good track record against Villarreal at Villarreal, but like they need something. Like for me, in all fairness, it would make the most sense is to make that a home match for Barcelona because it's gonna be a home match for Barcelona regardless. Like
Yeah.
take away a home. I mean, Camp Nou is not even built yet, so I mean,
Yeah.
why? Like to me, the only thing that I would say and UEFA's now stepping in because of what La Liga complains, and
Yeah.
which one I'm calling complete total BS on UEFA because this is not them trying to be the white knight, right? Because they did the same thing with the Spanish Super Cup. They didn't. I'm not the Spanish Super Cup, the Super League. And it's not because they're trying to do things for the sanctity of the game. They're doing it because hey, we at least want a little bit of that money. They're not
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
anything.
We know that the way UEFA thinks, it's like all about the money. It's not about, you know, loyalty, the fan loyalty, the players, basically everything. They're just yeah. I mean, think about it. We were talking about this when they were introducing the Super Cup League,
Mm-hmm.
with all these big name teams, and literally it was all about the money. They just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to bring in the money.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't about like, oh, this is going to be a competition and all this and that and the other, and it's going to be a league, blah, 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 blah. No, it was never about like, oh my God, we're going to get to see Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid a lot more often during the year. That's going to be great. No, it wasn't about that. It wasn't about that at all.
Mm-hmm.
It was just about the money. And then it's like you said, they're just trying to get their hand in the cookie jar and they're trying to make sure that they get a cookie.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And so yeah, UEFA now has stepped in. They heard the cries of all of La Liga sides, not named Barcelona. And also, mind you, Barcelona is still not in the best place financially, so that probably also bodes them well to why would they have that? Why exactly they would have a match played here in the United States? Um, but yeah, UEFA stepped in because of concerns of the integrity of domestic competitions. Which once again, that's a load of BS. Because if that was the case, then UEFA should have said something when the Spanish Super Cup is being played in Saudi Arabia. Um, but with them stepping in, essentially a decision is going to be made on September 11th because great things happen on September 11th, and to decide if Miami is even going to happen or will it not happen. The reason is, to be honest, Edward, Jesus Christ, I'm becoming racist. The reality is it's already been placed. It's already been set in stone. Like this is going to at least unless there is some sort of logistical error that La Liga and Barcelona, which both sides agreed upon this. I guess somehow Villarreal too, but and I mean Villarreal is going to get something out of this. I mean, they're going to get money from all the revenue that's coming from this match. Like it seems likely it's going to happen. UEFA, just regardless of what decision is going to happen, because once again you have all the way till December 20th to get at least try to stop it. They're going to try to recruit FIFA. And once again,
Yep.
FIFA isn't a white knight, and we know this because of the whole Super League thing. They're no white knight. The same thing as UEFA. Like they want some money too. Speaking of, they also want a cookie. So, and I think the ultimate thing, Edward, that's going to ruin their argument is in Serie A, they are doing a similar thing. because AC Milan and Como are going to be playing in Australia in February, which is actually going to be a home match for AC Milan because and it actually works well for them because San Siro is going to be used for the Winter Olympics. I believe
Yeah.
it's the opening ceremony that day. So there's a valid reason. It's a home match for AC Milan, so it takes that out. Like, at least the argument's sake, it doesn't hurt Como as much because
Excuse me.
it's going to be a home game for AC Milan.
Well, I mean, as I guess I agree with you on that one. I agree with you on that one. So, I mean, it's a, I'm on board with you on that one because you said it's a good reason. I can't fight it. I can't fight it.
To me, like I would say that if you switch the home team, like if like, I'm totally I get the logic why you're gonna have a game in Miami. It makes all the sense in the world. And then everybody, not only is Barca fans gonna be there, but a crap ton of people hoping that they can see Messi. Which I mean, I don't know how you think you're gonna see Messi. That guy's is gonna. You're not even gonna know he walked into the stadium.
He's gonna be in I'm pretty damn sure he has his own suite box.
Exactly.
Not like his whole family has a whole suite. They're not
and they're not entering the same way as everybody else is entering.
Oh no, they're not. They're if anything, they're entering to the players' entrance.
Like I'm sure they'll do like a little zoom in on kind of like a Coldplay thing where they zoom in on Messi.
Oh God. Here we go with the Coldplay thing.
Actually, Messi was featured in the Coldplay concert because Messi is I don't know.
Oh, that was right. He was.
With his wife.
With his wife. Not with like the sports therapist or anything like that. It was his wife.
Messi is a one gal guy. But no, coming back to this thing. Like I said, and I'm fine with this happening. This match is perfectly fine with it. The only thing I would say, if they can just switch the home team. If they can make that a home game for Barcelona, because it's going to be a home game for Barcelona regardless, make that their home game, and then the return fixture be a Villarreal home game. So like Barcelona doesn't get to play in Camp Nou, which hopefully by then it's built, or at least finally renovated. Then they play at Villarreal on the return leg. That's the only thing I'm saying. That's the only issue I have with all this, because frankly I get it. Growing the game, it's an easy cash grab. And for people that gets mad on calling everything is a cash grab. Like the FIFA Club World Cup, cash grab. That's why they expanded the Club World Cup. It's a cash grab.
Mm-hmm.
The World Cup essentially is a cash grab. I mean, let's be honest. It's like one of the biggest events in the world. Just like any musical festival, is anything that you have to spend money to attend is a cash grab. I don't know why people make it seem like it's like as if this is new. Everything in life is a cash grab. Going to a movie theater is a cash grab. So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to a hole right now. But
you're going into a rant.
But like honestly, like I get the I mean, same thing for AC Milan versus Como. That's going to be a cash grab. You're going to get a bunch of Aussies excited to go see AC Milan and Cesc Fabregas. So I mean, like. I can't. Well, there's some good. No, I mean, Nicolas Paz, from over there at Como, he's been killing it over there. But like, it just I get why, especially with these big clubs, why they can get away with doing these kind of decisions. Like, for instance, in the NFL, if the NFL were to really want to have like a good like London, Brazil, Mexico game, they would put in their heavy hitters, right? They would send Kansas City to go play in London, not the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Miami Dolphins. Like, you know what I mean? Like, La Liga knows, like, if I'm going to send a team over there, I'm going to send a heavy hitter. Like, I'm going to send a team that's going to guarantee me, that's going to put ass on the seats. Sorry, Kelsey. Like I'm going to put Atletico Madrid. I'm going to put Real Madrid. I'm going to put Barcelona. Saying if you're the English Premier League, why wouldn't you put, the big six over there? And vice versa for any league. You're going to put your heavy hitters in there because that's going to guarantee you the most money. So, and I get why Barcelona, La Liga thought, hey, let's do this here in Miami because why not? I mean, obviously Miami has a lot of Spanish influence. And on top of that, your GOAT is over there. So
yeah,
it makes all the sense in the world. Once again, I'm not hating on this because of any of it, what is in front of you. My issue is just, once again, you're robbing Villarreal a home game.
Yeah.
That's my only complaint. aside from everything else, I'm
Now,
perfectly fine with it.
now, now, I have a question. And is there any other teams that are being robbed like that? At least is every team on the in La Liga or in every team in Europe, are they being robbed of that? Not every team in Europe, I'm tripping balls. But you know what I'm trying to say. Like, is everybody basically giving away a home game? Like, is everybody
No, because it's just Barcelona and Villarreal.
okay?
That's literally the only game being played in Miami. So essentially,
Hmm.
on December 20th that weekend, whenever everybody else, they're going to be playing their fixtures in Spain.
Okay.
It's just that Miami and Vieira, and people can make the same argument. Oh, they're both going to be jet lagged. They have to fly from Spain over to the United States, and I get that they're both dealing with the same issues as far as that goes. And also I would say December is probably a great time to go to Miami because it's not going to be, you know,
Cold.
hot as hell and not cold. So double win for there. But yes, and I get that they're going through the same issue. That whatever they're facing, both of them are going to face the same things because they're both traveling overseas to play this match, and they'll both be trying to adjust to the time zone and all. I get all those things. The only issue, and I'm gonna reiterate again, is that you're taking away a home match for Villarreal because this was scheduled to be a home match for Villarreal. So it's not going to be a home match for Villarreal. Maybe there might be some yellow jerseys out in the stands. There might be a few sprinkling there and there, but it's going to be nothing but Barca fans. Vast
Yeah.
majority. I could throw if I somehow could afford to go to that stadium and afford a trip to Miami. If I threw a rock out into the stands, I'm going to hit a Barca fan. That's what I'm saying. Like that's how safe of a bet that I'm making on this.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, gonna be it's supposed to be a VRL home game, but it's gonna be a Barcelona home game more than likely. Unless if if and
Uh,
I'm using a big if.
there goes
Unless if
the invincible season for Arsenal this year.
well no, and if Villarreal somehow, and this is a long shot. Villarreal somehow is like, hey, our VIPs or or most important fans, the guys that have like season tickets for years, or even they have like the premium package, platinum package, whatever. They went ahead, hey, you know what? We'll foot the bill for the flight. Just it's gonna be on this day.
I
That
mean,
and that's really what.
for
Oh,
a Kule aspect, I mean that's what they call the Barca fans, right? Kules.
yeah, yeah, cool.
I think if for their aspect, I mean, yeah, the Barca fans that are in fact from Barcelona are
Yeah.
probably not gonna like it because well, I mean, actually, it doesn't really affect them because
Well,
it's a home game, it's a road game for them, so it doesn't. I mean, unless they were planning on
Lo-
driving to Villarreal.
los hinchas, like they're the fans, like the ones that have like they have like the little clique, the ones that are like
Hmm.
con las bucelas, like
I think
there's
for
the ones that sing
them,
the songs.
yeah,
Those might actually go because they're part of like the Barcelona uh team.
yeah, but you're gonna like the thing is, there's so many Barcelona supporter groups here in the U.S. Like, I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
there's a Barca supporter group that I think they actually hang out at the same bar as the Arsenal fans. I think it's called the Houston Coolers. But I don't know why I know that name. But well, it's because
well,
I
you do
went
your
to
research. You do your research is all it is,
because I
sir.
went to the bar with the H Town Gooners, which I hate that the word gooner is now a word that can't be used. At least because of the stupid modern dictionary that these stupid teenagers have. But the H-Town Gooners, I mean, they hang out at the same bar as the Barca group. So that bar is also a bar. It's a Barcelona bar, which is I'm very indifferent about that. But uh, but I think that there's like a ton of support groups. There's so many chapters here in the U.S. that
Yeah. Doesn't
and I mean
Barcelona
some of
have
these guys,
doesn't Barcelona have an academy here in the US as well?
the Residential Academy in Arizona. Um,
Yeah.
so I mean, like Barcelona, and I mean it's Barcelona. It's just, like I said, once again, one of the biggest clubs in the world. Like I mean, there's fans everywhere. Like
Yeah.
it's literally in the world when it comes to guaranteed fandom. And for people to people say support your local, fuck off. Sorry for cursing. It's split down the middle. You're either gonna like Real Madrid or you're gonna be a Barca fan.
Yep.
And then there's those one few people that try to go against the grain and be Atletico Madrid fans. Love you, Spencer.
I was about to say, I was like, are you talking about my boy Spencer?
Love you, Spencer, and love you, Jack from Deadball TV. But it is but it is literally split down the middle when it comes to Barcelona and Real Madrid. Like either you hate Barcelona or you hate Real Madrid. There's you either defend Cristiano Ronaldo or you defend Lionel Messi. I think it's gonna happen. The match is gonna happen. Barcelona, Villarreal, December 20th, Miami. It's gonna happen. The only thing would be can I don't even know if you can what governing body can make the change, because I think obviously when the schedule was released, this was the agreed upon match, right? That this was going to be a road game for Barcelona. They're going to play against Villarreal. Like, I don't know how you change that, and I don't think you really can. So, it's at this point, it's like it's what's done is done. I don't think FIFA and UEFA can really affect it by any means. I think once the decision is made on September 11th, whether or not they're going to play in Spain or they're going to play in Miami, we're going to have a Barcelona Villarreal December 20th. And I think it's going to, and I actually feel pretty confident to say that's going to happen in Miami, because I think at this point, if there was, like, first of all, why didn't anybody speak on this when there was discussions? Like, I'm sure La Liga was talking about it amongst all the meetings with all the other clubs that, hey, we are talking, like, Villarreal, for them to be offended at this point, like, you agreed to this. You could have easily just said no, and you didn't. You agreed on it because, one, it's a cash grab. It makes the most sense in the world to do this because it's a cash grab. But, yeah, like, I think if you had such a big issue with this, why didn't you say something before the discussions were placed? Because this isn't a move that you could just, like, Edward, you and me can't just say, hey, we're going to go to Spain tomorrow. Like,
yeah, we can't just out of nowhere just say, hey, yeah, we're gonna go to Spain, guys.
Like, there's so much logistics involved with it that there's no way that this could just be like a snap of a finger, like Thanos, and bam, we're there. So, like, there was discussions in place. Villarreal at no point felt that there was anything wrong with this until all of a sudden, unfortunately, Real Madrid spoke out, and then that's when things became a problem. So,
yep.
Which, I mean, let's be honest, most of the Spanish. I'm confused at this point. Is the Spanish board mostly Barcelona or is it mostly Real Madrid? Because everyone keeps saying that we favor each other, so the board favors like one of the other. So, it's confusing. I don't know. I digress. But yeah, Spanish football for you. But once again, it's hypocritical at this point because once again, it's in Italy, in the Serie A, they agreed to having a match in Australia, and no one's talking about that, by the way. Which once again, I think it's because everyone loves Australia. So
yeah,
I think everyone has every reason to hate America, but Australia, that's fine. Giant spiders. So.
Oh, dude. Yeah, watch out for those toilets there. Jeez. Showing love to Australia though. Showing love to Australia, dude. That is one country I would love to go visit. Like, I would love to go and explore.
Shout out to Stuart White, by the way, because one of the first questions I ever asked him when I interviewed him on the podcast was, so how is it like just being Australian, knowing that like everything out there is ready to kill you? So, it was something along those lines.
Bro, I even heard koalas are like vicious too.
Oh,
like they may look really
my
cute
hopes
and
of ever
fluffy
meeting
and stuff.
Koalas is just ruined. and then
you still can.
And then you get beat up by a very much shredded kangaroo. So,
oh yeah, a boxing kangaroo.
A boxing kangaroo, dude. Those things are freaking jacked. Like, I was like, good God. Anyways, but yeah, so that's what's going on in La Liga. Like I said, I'm very confident that there's a match is gonna be played in Miami, and it's gonna be Barcelona versus Villarreal. Because at this point, like, everything, they're all like, bro, Hard Rock Stadium, like, they're already doing all the planning to make sure that this match happens.
Yeah.
So like, everyone's already planned it. This is something that it takes more than a couple months to prepare for. Like, this, like, there's been discussions. Like,
well, actually, you brought up a good topic earlier. Like, you know how you said that fans are going to be like, oh, they're going to be jet lagged, they're going to be this, they're going to be that. Um, how many days earlier are they going to leave? That's
Hindsight,
actually
hindsight wise, you should probably like you whatever match day you have, right? Like if you're Barcelona, you play on Saturday, like rest Sunday, right? Monday you're flying to Miami. Cause
damn.
think about it. Just train. You're gonna train at Inter Miami's facility because
Yeah.
Inter Miami is not their season's over by that point. So you have their whole facility to yourselves.
But the domestic part
If
is
you're
though.
Villarreal, I guess this is about a question now. Does Villarreal go hang out at Miami Dolphins camp? So, but
No,
like there's options.
that's what I was about to say too. Like, what if what if they do kind of how they do World Cup scenarios? Like, they'll go ahead and train for 2 days. Let's say Barcelona trains like two, 1 day, whatever, what have you. And then goes and trains in the next day, and then they both have like that day off, and then they go play. You know
So
what I mean?
as someone that actually had in fact dealt with something kind of like this, not with clubs, but it was like internationally because obviously Gold Cup was it Gold Cup? Was it Gold Cup? Anyway, it was some sort of game. But Mexico was in town. I think it was Gold Cup. Now that I think about it, it was like Mexico. El Salvador was here for a while, so that was kind of cool. It's like mi gente. Um, there was another country. I don't remember. But anyways, so they each club had a time. Each net. I don't know why I said club when it's an international team, but they had like time slots. So
So I mean,
Mexico came in the morning. I believe the next country. There's time slots, and
yeah,
it
and that's what I was referring to as well. Like, like they both could go to Inter Miami's facilities,
yeah
and then
they
just
because honestly the what makes the most sense in that scenario is that they need to get acclimated to whatever the weather's going to be in Miami. So a week. I mean, obviously you can't do 2 weeks unless there's an international break, but in 2 weeks, a week it gives you at least for this kind of a not really short notice. It's a lie, but like within the time frame of a match between matches, this is probably like your best bet. Hopefully, there's no match in the middle of the week, but you want to get acclimated as soon as you can to the weather.
yeah, of
Um,
course.
so I think for them and the time zone as well. So you want to get there Monday, maybe nothing too crazy, maybe a light training session, maybe some video, just to get yourself adjusted to the time zone, and then start training on Tuesday. Yeah, on Tuesday start training. You know, obviously kind of pace yourself as you will because once again you just came from a flight. But yeah, like I think that that's really what you have to do, and then come match day, be as prepared as you can.
Like I said, it's a lot of components, a lot of thoughts on my mind about this situation, this scenario.
Who is that guy?